What's up, Pack? My name's Wolv21. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. It is Tuesday. A beautiful Tuesday. Voice getting a little bit better. Was not feeling so well last couple days, but we're here. Just a reminder, if you like the video, make sure you smack the like button. If you want to support me, buy me a cup of coffee just once a month. Patreon link down below. Okay, recap for what we did for the last couple days. Weekend was very good, but mostly recovering. But all the farms are done. And also, if you would like a breakdown tutorial on how the farm works, I can do that. Just let me know. If there's demands, I will do so. Then I had a question about like bone mealing the grass, and yeah, the topmost one is a dispenser. That's if you face downwards and jump and right click, the hole will be a top. That means that anything that is redstone to it will tick and deploy to it, and that's a observer chain that observes whenever that updates, and then the daisy chains across. So yeah, that's how that works. But yeah, if you want a full breakdown, let me know. I think I might have something more simplistic at spawn. I will look there before this all ends. Because I think I did a way simpler one in case you didn't want to run a ton of redstone. You could do something way simpler. Oh, hi, there's a trader here. Oh, did you drop? You did drop. I now have a lead. Hi. I guess, hopefully you don't move stuff? Can I put you somewhere? Crap. Okay, I'm hoping that they don't run into the minecart system, but we were busy. Sorting system done. Minecart, the bone meal deployment's finished. So I should probably show you how this works. Since we basically replicated what happened at spawn in our little redstone plague. I have a redstone playground area, so I don't have to overdo. I don't have to overdo building stuff. This is bone meal. There's no bone meal in here. I think is there a shulker box here that has? Is it below already? It might be down here already. Let's see. It is. Bone blocks. Bone meal. Bone meal. Alright. Let's do this. I'm going to show you guys how this works. So basically, there's the stopping mechanism for the minecart, which it stops over here once there's any items flowing out. It does this redstone connection, turns off the powered rail, and then all the bone meal deploys with dispenses. And then once it's empty, it returns. This is an automatic deployment. So all I have to do is just put the bone meal in here at the top. It will go down into the chest. Yeah, we'll do 3.5 per. So as you can see, it doesn't deploy yet, and I'll show you how that is possible. 3.5. We'll have all these go at the same. Time. 3.5. Take it out. 1, 2, 3.5. And I need more. So you actually do need a lot of bone meal. Let's get some more. There. Okay. So once this chest fills to a certain capacity, it will automatically trigger the redstone and it'll launch. And that is by this hopper right here. Hi. It's this hopper right here. So basically this comparator goes into this comparator on its side. If this signal off of the bottom of this is stronger than this signal, then it'll trigger the redstone and it'll deploy. So if I want this to be completely full, all 64 stacks through the entire chest, yes, this hopper needs to be completely full because it has to match the same redstone signal in order to overthrow the left side. So we're gonna have all these deploy at the same time. Ready? I'm gonna put a stack per each. 2, 3, 4, and 5. There they go. Nice. And now they're all dispensing. You can see by the redstone, the bone meal's going up for each of them. One's all the way up there. The other's over here. And they all have the same mechanism. So because items are in here, it triggers this comparator, which turns off that redstone, turns off that redstone, turns off the powered rail. And that's why it stops. So, when this chest is empty, it will automatically return. Well, it will automatically return. And that's the beautiful part about the system. And it's nighttime. Time to go to bed. Skipping through the night. And then this one will go first, but this one, the orange one will actually return before the blue one because it's so short on that side. But once it's done, we'll see them all return, and then that's how the whole mechanism works. Okay, it's almost there. We will be patient and wait. I guess that's what being patient means, is waiting. I mean, I don't know. I'm still getting over being sick. But everything runs in its own separate lines. Everything's all color-coded. The gray, I'm not worrying about the gray line. I probably could have speckled gray in between each of the gray lines, but honestly, it's fine. Then there it goes. See? Automatically returns. Go to its home. It gets caught because of the fence gate above it. And there. Everything's deployed. And then it'll just automatically start filling up again with the chest. So once this is filled up with, how much was in here? Let's see. Four stacks. So we had 3.5 stacks, and there's 39 left. So it needs this much bone meal to get launched. That's what this equates. One stack in a hopper in the comparator, which compares this signal, takes almost 4 stacks to fill up the chest. So I decided to do that to make it a little bit less because I didn't want the chest cart to fill completely up with bone meal because there's no point. So they could just go back and forth and fill up, and then it'll be a nicer rotation. Okay, so that was done. Then we did the sorting system. So this is every single flower type, and Azure is a part of the Allium and Red Tulip. So we don't need a duplicate of Azure. So we got that. So all that is configured and set up and good to go. We got our sorting bricks, and then we need 41 for the item that wants to get sorted. And then we set up our water chain here. And then we have to route water from the tops of each of the farms to this point right here. And it'll bounce across this and then go down. And it will automatically sort. Now the sorting system I can break down for you also of why it's specifically designed this way. This is the same setup as our mob farm in the farm area. And yeah, it's just to save, it's just to make sure that the water flows completely. Items hit the chests to basically it aligns the items along the chests so that it's on basically the chests are basically a shorter pixel than a regular block. So if we'll do an example. So you see how it's a little bit shorter. on its side from like a full. This is a full meter block. This is a tiny. It's a shade like a pixel smaller, or one. Is this 16? Yeah, 16. So 15 pixels wide instead of 16. And this aligns the items that get shot down in the water and go along the hopper, along the hoppers across the top. And that's enough space. This space right here allows the hopper to suck the items in. And that's why it's designed this way. So, and now it's a little nuance to how that works, but yeah, you can use different sized items to push items in specific positions. So, yeah. And now the rest of it is we need to figure out. We need to route the turning on and off the farms to each of the pods, and then routing all the water to the middle to sort all the sort everything. Oh, that's everything. All right, now I'm gonna run to spawn. And hopefully this video transition cut works good. And we'll go... Alright. And welcome to the future. Sort of like a couple minutes. Alright, so this is like a stupidly crude way to do like a smaller farm. You can either use the nylon, what is this called? Warped nylon. So I used, this is what I used to get mushrooms and roots and warp blocks and mainly mushrooms. But for this, what you can do is set this up in a 5x5. We'll do that right now. So dispenser's there. You can put it, you can put the repeater behind it, but dispenser with the face facing this way, and it's 1, 2, third. Is it 4x5? It's 4x5. 4x5. I don't know what I'm talking about because you need the one gap in between. It's 4x5. Almost completely messed up. So you put bone meal in here. So basically what you do is you put a row of a brick behind it, or whatever you want behind that specific one. Do I have any torches on me? It's almost nighttime. All right, so blocks behind it, the same row. So block, solid block, piston in front of that. So you basically just go here, right click, the pistons across the top, like just the edge. The pistons are facing this way. This row will have 1, 2, 3, 4, a gap, a piston again, another row of brick. And I'm just going to go to bed really quick because we don't want mobs to spawn, and I'm going to show you what everything looks like. And this is a spawn. So if you started this seed, our spawn point was like literally like right here. So that's why a lot of the initial farms and get up was here to begin with. You got axolotls and bees and simple storage, a bunch of flowers, messing with like note blocks. But so earlier, this was like the first gen of a bone meal farm, basically. So also, if you have problems placing down dispenser in the correct position, it really depends on which way you're looking. So if you want, let's see, your dispensers. So if you're facing here already and you just right click, the face will towards the front. If you jump and right click, it'll show at the top. And if you want to do another one, so if you jump and right click and it says dispenser, what you need to do is you hold shift, jump and right click, and then it'll face upwards. It could be really finicky with placing dispensers and droppers. Like this guy, if you can't be faced right here and do this because it'll face upwards. So you basically have to like break the block behind it, put a solid block down like dirt or something simple, and then right click just below the edge, and then it'll face the correct direction. Really no direction indicator on these guys. It's kind of annoying. I think there's texture packs that actually can change that, but that's a whole different story. But put a solid block behind it, and there you go. So it's solid block, piston, dirt, 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 space, piston, blocks. And then you run redstone along that and down. And then basically, this is kind of the same setup as the other farm. So we have redstone above with the lever. Repeaters, it's all repeaters, all on 4 ticks back. So it starts like this. You go 1, 2, 3. That's the 4th tick. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th tick back. So three hits, 3 right clicks, and all of them are in the same position. And then we have an observer here, which then to get the observer faced in the correct direction is you have to face the direction that you want it to look. So if you want the face to observe the front, you have to face that direction, towards that direction, and you right click, and there you go. It's always, you can't do it this way. It's the way that you're looking is the face will be looking that same direction. Right, so we got lever, redstone, repeater, 1, 2, 3, dust, observer faced that way. Then we got dust, repeater, and then the redstone dust going all the way down for all the pistons. Then we have another repeater. Again, all like 3 right clicks back or on the 4th tick. Dust, dust, dust. Repeater that goes into the dispenser. And then we've got 2 more repeaters back to back next to that one. Again, on the 4th tick. Dust, dust. And then redstone all the way down for the entire piston chain. And then we just connect this side. And then it makes the connection. So now, because there's bone meal in here, you can just turn this off. So what's happening is that the observer's seeing that this is being touched. It sends a signal. It pushes the grass over. It pushes the grass over. It bone meals, so then you get all the grass and seeds and stuff. And then it pushes the other side once this gets shifted over here, and then this goes, and then it pushes it back into position. So basically it just goes shift and shift. Shift, bone meal, shift. Shift, bone meal, shift. Shift, bone meal, shift. And then you could, if you have this set up, obviously there's no automatic collection. You just have to run around and collect everything that it drops. Basically anything that's here is going to automatically just pop up out of nowhere, and you just have to run around and collect all the resources. And that's it. This is the really simply crude version of the farm. It's going to be a little bit inefficient because you're going to get stuff spawning in different positions off the sides. But again, something really really simplistic. Like this is as easy as it gets. Not a lot of resources to get the repeaters. You could probably do this with just repeaters and not have the observer if you haven't been to the Nether yet, because the repeater or the observer requires another quartz. There's probably another way to do this. Again, I'm not a huge redstone expert. I watch a lot of tutorials. A lot of Ilmango is amazing, like stupidly amazing with tutorials and redstone contraptions and just no knowledge about that stuff. But yeah, this would be my crude way of doing something like this. And you just put bone meal in here, hit the lever, and then you just AFK for a little bit, and then collect everything that pops up. It's great. All right, ladies and gents, thank you for watching. Thank you for being awesome. I will see you next time.